with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
Good evening, I'm Haley Potter. Thanks for joining us for tonight's edition of the Erie News NOWCAST. Breaking right now, 2 young men are in the hospital tonight after they were shot on Erie's west side. It happened around 5:45 near the intersection of 11th and Cranberry Streets. Police confirmed 2 young men were shot, and people at the scene say they were 2 teenagers. People there say they heard around a dozen gunshots, and they believe someone in a vehicle pulled up and shot the boys on a doorstep. There's no word on the victims' conditions, and we don't know yet if anyone is in custody. We will keep you updated on air and online. And new tonight, a popular restaurant in Lawrence Park is temporarily closing its doors. The Lawrence Park Diner, a historic restaurant on Main Street in Lawrence Park, will close for the month of May. Several factors played a role: challenges due to the pandemic, along with a family emergency, and the departure of their head cook. The owners over the past 11 years tell us despite the tough decision, they're optimistic that they will reopen.
The timing of everything just kind of hit everything at once, so I have no one really here to take over cooking, so we decided that I had already made the commitment to take care of my mom, and so we have to close for at least the month of May.
Becky says that has been difficult finding another cook to replace their previous one, an issue that many restaurants are also facing right now. They plan to reevaluate the situation at the end of May. And the CDC says fully vaccinated Americans don't need to wear a mask outdoors anymore unless they're in a large crowd. The latest guidance came down this afternoon from U.S. health officials. They say fully vaccinated Americans don't need to wear a mask outdoors unless they're in a crowd of strangers. The CDC also says that unvaccinated people can drop face coverings in certain situations. CDC officials announced the change as roughly a third of Americans have been fully vaccinated against the virus. And here in Pennsylvania, more than 3 million residents have been fully vaccinated against COVID-19. That's roughly 23% of the state's total population. Our region has vaccinated more than 112,000 people as of today. Erie has vaccinated about 31% of the population as of today, and Crawford is up to about 27%. You can always find the latest COVID-19 facts and figures on our website, erienewsnow.com. And new tonight, summer camp season is approaching, and camps across the region are preparing for their summertime rush. The Boy Scouts of French Creek Council plan to return to full capacity this summer at its camp in Meadville. Meantime, French Creek Council is working on creating a day camp here in Erie. Just days ago, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention issued new guidance for campers, stating children should stay within 3 feet of each other but should wear a mask to limit the spread of COVID-19. And today was certainly a warm day to be outside. In the city of Erie, students at Mercyhurst Prep spent time planting trees all around the front of campus. It was supposed to happen on Earth Day, but the cold weather last Thursday was not fitting for planting 100 trees. So this afternoon, students and administrators got to work. They not only planted to honor Earth Day and the Sisters of Mercy Critical Concern of Earth, they also wanted to help offset the carbon footprint.
We really want to make our community a greener place. We want to help create greener energy around the school and keep the air quality good and make it a more beautiful place to be around.
The trees planted today came from the Relief Project, whose goal is to plant 275,000 trees in Erie County over the course of 5 years. Erie County is asking residents to complete a survey to learn how they get around. A group of transit authorities is working to put together a long-range plan for transportation in Erie County. The group includes agencies ranging from the Airport Authority to PennDOT. The plan will address roads, trails, transit, and rail services in Erie County. Based off the responses, the group will put together a 27-year plan to help guide county projects. We have a link to the survey on our website, erienewsnow.com. And work will start next month on a section of Route 36 in Venango County. The project will cover half a mile of roadway in Pleasantville Borough. Work will include roadway improvements, accessible ramps, and new guide rails. Work is set to start May 10th and wrap up by late June. PennDOT says it doesn't expect to need any detours, but drivers could see some lane restrictions. A group of Gannon students have more than just football to look forward to in the NFL draft later this week. 17 students from the sport management and marketing department will be volunteering at the draft in Cleveland to gain some of that real-world experience. They will be working with Landmark Event Security and the Cleveland Sports Commission to help with security, event setup, cleanup, hospitality, and guest services. They are the only local school that will be there, and only about 3 other universities are making the trip to Cleveland. Students tell us they are excited for this opportunity, especially during a year when they haven't had a whole lot of that hands-on experience.
Like I've learned in class, connections are what really gets you ahead in life, and so I'm really excited to just hopefully meet some really interesting connections along the way.
To be able to be, come back into like one of the first NFL open events to fans, it's just really big to see how the setup is, to see how all the requirements are, and just everything that goes in behind the scenes to make this come true for the fans.
The 17 students will be at the draft in Cleveland all 3 days. I will have the full story from Gannon University coming up on Erie News Now at 11. Thanks for joining us for the Erie News Nowcast. Join us for our next news at 10 p.m. on the CW and 11 p.m. on WICU and WSEE. Have a great night.